This tea is the freshest and most sweetest tea I've tasted for a long time, and I can't believe you just made it 2 weeks ago. This is very amazing to be actually inside a factory making the oil. Oriental Beauty was one of my favourites. We just love Taiwanese tea. Tea is the world's #1 drink, but we're so excited to be working with Pinglin because these are two great tea drinking countries. We have Taiwan and we have the United Kingdom. Both love tea. This looks like a really good alternative to a tea bag. You need to come to Pinglin and really taste incredible tea, incredible climate, 4,000 millimetres of rain a year. That's what gives you these amazing tea bushes. The world's #1 drink, and it's going to get much more exciting. So this is the world's biggest tea bag. Yes, yes. In Taiwan, they are masters of tea, and it's well worth coming here to Pinglin and to the surrounding tea gardens to learn about the distinctive, and baochong, you've got to taste it. Amazing. We're here today to learn more about how you drink tea in Taipei and hopefully exchange some great ideas and bring some British tea to you. So today I'm here to find out more about how the tea culture in Taipei has developed. It's taken on its own unique identity, and they've got all these amazing tea wares. These are things that people enjoy at home, but they come out, here we've got a business meeting going on. And this is the sort of thing that's happening more and more in the UK. People are fed up with coffee. They want to get out and they want to drink the good stuff. And look at all these things that you can use to enjoy really good tea. Look at the tea wares. Look at this. Really authentic, and it makes fantastic tea. And we've just been tasting some tea out of bowls just like this. And it actually, I'm sure, it just enhances the flavour. You can drink, slurp, enjoy the tea. Smelling pots. That's so good. That's something we should do more of, is really let the customers engage with the tea, and then they come in and they see all these amazing tea wares and they think, I've got to have the whole lot. Look at that, beautiful. And then these gorgeous packs of tea, so functional but also good looking. It keeps the tea really fresh. And silver tea bud, wow, that's such a rare tea. You just don't get these in very many shops. It's great to actually come to a specialist tea shop. And then look at this. Look at that, you can actually get your hands in there and pick out individual tea leaves. And the smell, wow. This is just such a treat, Arthur, to actually be in Taipei with you, looking at all these authentic tea wares. This isn't China, this is like China plus. This is so great to be in a tea culture, one of the best in the world. And down in Cornwall, where we grow tea ourselves at Tregothnan, we love looking at all of this because it's by taking your national tea drink. We've adopted this, we now make with China clay in Cornwall, we make all these lovely things, all for the enjoyment of tea, which is, as you know, the world's #1 drink. So Meso Zhao has been teaching me about these delicious teas, and Oriental Beauty was one of my favourites. We just love Taiwanese tea. It's so sweet, it's delicious. And tomorrow, can't believe we're actually going back to Pinglin with my Taiwanese friends here, and we'll be learning about how the Taiwanese have created these amazing teas. And we'll be bringing you some of the most British tea in history, actually grown in our very special climate in southwest England, where we can produce something even as exciting, I think, as some of your really nice teas. So cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
It's great to be on the way to Pinglin. This is one of the world centres for tea, and these mountains are just building up to the excitement, the anticipation of tasting and seeing real tea bushes growing in Taiwan. So we've arrived in Pinglin. This is one of the world centres for tea, and look at the amazing day we've picked. It's raining. Do you know what it feels like? It feels like Tregothnan. It's nice and wet, humid, and the tea, you can almost see it growing. In fact, almost Christmas tree here, but still feels like growing weather. So there's even camellias in flower. It's such an exciting time of year to actually get out and see real tea gardens, some of the best in the world. We're about 300 feet up here. So, oh no, a bit more than that. I think nearer 600 feet. So I'm really surprised how warm it is, and as I say, perfect tea growing weather.
Welcome you in Pinglin. This place is the nation champion of tea,
and we have won a championship in 5 consecutive years.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I know
很棒。
Pinglin is one of the world's greatest tea centres, and I've only been here once when I researched the tea for the UK, but it's great to be back. I'm very excited to be here.
The tea here is really great.
在
In terms of soil, temperature, and climate, and that's the reason why we can produce really good quality tea.
It's very impressive, and I think Pinglin has become a centre for tea, not just in Taiwan, but in the world. It's recognised as a very good place for growing tea. And here, almost at Christmas time, I see tea growing very happily and flowering as well.
气候其实是今年在夏季的时候是有旱灾，所以在往年它其实
The drought this summer,
看到的会
but
比今年
so
更
actually this year the harvest was not so good compared with the previous years.
We often tell our guests to visit Pinglin because we get many guests from Asia and from Europe coming to learn about tea, and we say they should come here.
第二代的茶签字，那这位也是
association.
My younger brother.
Hello. Yeah. So you grow tea?
是在比利时
This year we send our products to Brussels. ITQ quality institute. So we the Baozhong tea win 3 golden stars. Only we. Yes.
Well done. Congratulations. Yeah. And the tea, of course, is the world's #1 drink.
Yeah.
当然，茶叶就是全世界冠军饮品。
And it's a very exciting time to be in tea, isn't it? Oh,
This
wow.
is
官帮忙
tea
泡
house.
头等茶，请他们喝喝看。
This our
Since 1959. Yeah,
Yeah.
very
哦，
impressive.
不是，他会泡，
Yes,
他
they,
现在请他喝。
my great
哦，
grandfather.
还在弄。
Okay.
They starting to making tea process about 5 generation at me, but one is my our family first time to go in the championship to win a title.
it?
Yes.
Yeah. And what's your family name?
My family name, first name is Bai.
Mhm.
Yes. So that's why my branding is using the Bai Tea Master.
I see.
Yes.
Very smart packaging, but
Thank you.
I brought something from England that's also quite smart. With there we are. Look,
Wow.
you see?
所以觉得包装很好，他也从英国带了一个很不错包装他们种的茶，
So you have to travel with tea wherever you go.
Yeah, I want.
随身都要带着茶。
This is Tregothnan Earl Grey from the UK.
这是来自英国Tregothnan的伯
Earl
爵茶。
Grey was the 8th great grandfather of the owner of Tregothnan Estate. So this is the best Earl Grey in the
这
world,
这
we
是他
think.
们茶庄第8代所种出来的伯爵茶。
So enjoy the Earl Grey. While we're tasting this delicious Baozhong tea from Pinglin, the sun has come out just in time for us to go out and actually look at some of these amazing tea bushes that are 40 years old. Jacob, these are real tea bushes, and you've got the 2 main sorts of tea here in
Yes.
Pinglin. Which one is this?
This one we call it Jingshen.
Jingshen.
Jingshen. Yes.
And what's different about this?
This different. This tea tree we call it Jingshen. So this is doing about Baozhong tea or oolong tea.
Okay.
So basically we're doing.
Okay.
Yes.
And what I've just noticed is it's actually flowering in the middle of
Yes.
December.
Yes.
You've got tea flowers,
Yes.
And-
At least we don't.
but this makes oil, doesn't it? So when these have seeds, you make oil.
Seeds have been stemmered. So
In Tregothnan, we plant about 30,000 tea bushes every year, but we have to wait 5 or 6 years to produce tea. How many years do you wait in Pinglin from planting to picking tea?
we have to wait in 3 years.
Only 3 years.
Only 3 years.
Jacob, this is incredibly exciting. This is my first time inside a factory that makes camellia oil. Now, I researched this in 2001. I never actually got to come inside the factory. So tell me how you get from being a tea seed to one of the most expensive oils on the planet, which is Tsubaki oil in Japan. I don't know, what do you call it in Taiwan? What do you call the camellia oil? What's the local name?
We call it chayou oil, tea oil.
Seed comes in, does it come into this? Yeah.
Outside. Let's get down to inside. This is very hot. Inside about 110 temperature degree inside. So
No, this is full of good things. So some of the goodness of tea is actually in this oil.
yeah.
And it's delicious, but very pure.
Yes.
So when you finish the process, you're left with these husks, what happens to these?
Just oil it out. So leave here is very drier. This almost people using this one to wash your dishes.
Yes, coming.
This is the new Taipei Pinglin Tea Museum.
And when was this opened?
是什么时候开馆？
是在这个1997年的1月12号
It was opened in 1997.
开始介绍。
When you come to the Pinglin Tea Museum, you've got to come downstairs. There's all this amazing packaging. And here, tucked away in the corner, is a discovery that I'm astonished by. So we've got the solution to getting rid of tea bags. We can actually make tea paper, just like they've developed at the local university. And you can put the tea in the cup, infuse the tea. No need for paper, no need for tea bags. It works really well where you don't need to worry about the storage because it's obviously there's no packaging. But in this day of sustainability and getting rid of waste, this could be really exciting. So John Dodd was a famous Scot in Taiwan, and he helped really get the Taiwanese tea industry to what it is today. But I think he was a great friend of Thomas Lipton, and Thomas Lipton is a hero in the world of tea. And you know, he sponsored the America's Cup 5 times with the profits he made in tea. So Taiwan was really put on the map by a Scottish guy who was a friend with another guy called Thomas Lipton. So the tea history is happening right here in Pinglin.
它是一个装置艺术，它是为了这个拍照用的，对。
Smells really good.
Yes, 对，it's a real 这个 tea, a real tea, 对。
So this is the world's biggest tea bag.
Yes, yes.
Here at the Pinglin Tea Museum, the packaging is amazing. There's tea bags from all over the world. Incredible amount of British tea, because of course the British are the master blenders, but here's something new for the family, the most British tea in history. We're going to add that to the collection. Here you are. Look at this incredible diversity of tea. These are from one island, Taiwan, used to be known as the Formosa teas. This is like a white tea, but you've got black teas, oolongs, and then even hand-rolled green tea. Really great, and the quality is just unbelievable. They think I'm a tea master. This is the first time I've actually tried this, Arthur, but this is something they do in Taiwan. But what I love is the blend of really great traditions with 21st century technology. Amazing. What we're drinking now is Mi Shao Un Chao, which is a black tea, heavily oxidized. And locally they still say it's fermented, but it's not really alcoholic, I promise you. And this is delicious, almost with a note of honey. Very complex, delicious. What a great way to start the day. Tea is the world's #1 drink, but we're so excited to be working with Pinglin because these are two great tea drinking countries. We have Taiwan and we have the United Kingdom. Both love tea. And we want to bring those two cultures more close together, more collaboration. Tea tourism is where the future is. So we're going to see more groups of Taiwanese coming to the UK to learn about how we drink tea. And there's lots more British people coming to Taiwan and to this amazing museum at Pinglin. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, this looks good. Thank you. So what are we going to taste today? Some tea.
Tea. Taiwan Pinglin local tea.
Pinglin local tea?
Yes.
Wow, look at this. Baozhong.
He wants you to know that this is around 5 to 10% fermented.
Oh, yeah.
Well, oxidized will be the word.
Yeah.
But that's the biggest difference between green tea and black tea.
Yeah. This is a really fresh Baozhong cha, or local tea. This is a Pinglin local garden.
Yes,
isn't it?
Pinglin local tea.
And how far away are these leaves growing? Just literally, I can see them from here.
Yeah, right next to the museum there's a plantation.
And this smells and tastes so fresh.
Smell.
Great. That's good.
So we have invited Mr. Wang today because he has won the tea prize nationwide 5 times consecutively.
Congratulations.
恭喜.
谢谢。
Thank you. I have sold all the best tea this year. I also only have little left.
Tell me about this. It's very sweet, light, but has real depth as well. What does it feel like to be a tea champion?
得到这个茶叶冠军的感觉是怎么样？
很好啊。
Very good.
这是我们的努力的一个成果。
It is a good outcome of our tea harvesting.
This tea is the freshest and most sweetest tea I've tasted for a long time, and I can't believe you just made it 2 weeks ago.
这是我到目前为止啊，喝过我这一辈子喝过最清新，然后最甜的茶，都不敢相信你是2个礼拜前就把它做出来的。
Thank you.
Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
This has been such a privilege, Mr. Wan, to be out here in these amazing tea gardens. I mean, this is so beautiful. People, yeah, travel from all over the world to see Pinglin tea growing like this. And for me, it's a real privilege to be in the middle of Taiwan on a lovely misty day, absorbing the culture, absorbing the tea, and now actually seeing the tea bushes. So this is historic, and we'd love to develop more tea tourism and the culture of two great tea drinking countries. I think we can celebrate that with Tregothnan and Pinglin and the tea drinkers of Taiwan. Cheers! What I learned today at Pinglin, one of many things, is that the northeast wind blows in here and keeps it really cold, and that develops these fantastic flavours. So you need to come to Pinglin and really taste incredible tea, incredible climate, 4,000 millimetres of rain a year. That's what gives you these amazing tea bushes. This is still growing. Mr. Wan, you've still got tea bushes growing in December. It's very neat, very nice. One of the things that's different about Taiwan isn't just the soil, but the soil here is really interesting, but it's the way the Taiwanese actually grow. They farm the tea. They've got irrigation systems here, and they do things in this particular area, Pinglin, which is just south of Taipei, which is really unique to this area, and it gives the tea a unique taste, a unique flavour. And everywhere you go in the world, tea always has its own identity. In France, they call it terroir in the wine, but here it's much even more subtle. In Taiwan, you've got every region has its own distinctive tea, and here the baochong is delicious. We've just been tasting some teas that are from these very tea bushes, and you can almost sense the soil, the rain, everything in this environment is absorbed into the tea bush, and you end up with this amazing distinctive tea from this part of Taiwan. And every day we can learn more about how to make tea more interesting. So every day we can learn new things about tea, how to grow it differently, and learning about the Taiwanese tea methods. They've only been growing it here for a couple of centuries. Tea itself has been around 6,000 years, and we've been drinking it in the UK for 400 years, but here in Taiwan they are masters of tea, and it's well worth coming here to Pinglin and to the surrounding tea gardens to learn about the distinctive, and baochong, you've got to taste it. Amazing. I'm sad to leave all this behind in Taiwan, but what's great is I know that back at Tregothnan in Cornwall, we have tea bushes, we have mist, we have rain. I'll feel right at home.